In the closing stage, you need to set up easy systems for people to have calls with you, virtual tours like 99 Crib is offering. You can look at the 99 Crib platform and see how the platform can help you with your listings and virtual tours, so that if your property investor or buyer is not in um, the, the location or country you are in, you can capture their attention with you that with the opportunity to view the property virtually before they then come in person. Usually that will give them one of the first chances to decide if they trust the offer. So that is something to look into. You need to also show people, you know, the previous deals that you've done. That should be something that every time you do a deal, customers should be able to see that you have an experience in that area. So I'm going to then now share with you quickly also some very vital sales tactics that you can keep in mind. And that's based on the behavior of certain buyers. So for first-timer buyers, people who have no experience, they want to see that you are able to educate them, reassure them, and guide them because they are nervous. They've not done this before, right? Um, for investors, people who have been in the space before, they want to see data, trends, success stories, things that will show them that if I invest in this area, I'm also going to get some success, right? And in this case, because they are focused on return on investment, you need to show them the data. You need to show them this is what is happening in this market. For diaspora buyers, you need to show them virtual tours like we've mentioned. There has to be like legal clarity. Like I need to see proof that this property that you listed is yours to list. You have the power of attorney. You have the right to list it, because a lot of these kind of buyers they hear stories of people getting scammed through agents and agencies, right? Then you want to think about the short-term rental buyers, people who buy property for short-term rentals. I recently got into a business deal with the owner of a short-term rental, and we're working on helping them to grow the clientele for that short-term rental, or Airbnb, as some people know it. In Nigeria, some of them are called shortlets. One of the things you must understand is that when buyers like this look into property, they want evidence that that property, without too much effort on their part, will yield returns for them. So you as an agent need to do the groundwork to show them that, okay, these are some of the opportunities in this area that will make sure that if you buy this property, you can turn it into a profitable location. So I'm going to stop there for now. Later, when after we've taken a bit of information from 99 Crib on how the platform helps you do some of these things, I'll continue with some affordable tech tools that you can use and some listing portals that you can put your property on. But now I'm going over to the host. I'm going to hand over to the host to give us some short explainer of how 99 Crib can help you with some of these strategies that I've shared. Then we'll go back to the tech tools, affordable tech tools, because I know that's always a challenge also for a lot of agencies. How can I get affordable tech tools to do some of these things, to start building a brand, to start showing my expertise online, to start communicating with buyers all over the world, because that's also important, to attract buyers outside of your local network. So I'm going to share more on that after 99 Crib gives a walkthrough of how their platform helps agents to achieve some of these things. So over to you, Mr. Rahmon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan Oladeji. We really appreciate, the insightful information you've shared to us on this meeting. And
Mm.
moving forward, okay, let me just talk briefly about 99 Clip, how we empower um, agents, or as we call them, realtors, on our platform. So, first and first, our platforms connect, this agent to serious buyers who have who had interest in their properties. So the way 99 Crib is built is, let me just explain the workflow for you. So as a buyer, you go on the platform, you say the property you are looking for, you engage with the property informations, be it the photos, the video, and of course the reels. So, and when you capture the property data, if you see that the property is really interests you, you can then message the realtor or the seller in charge of that property, then ask various questions about it. So now, the buyer we are bringing to you as a realtor, they are informed buyers. Looking at the way we built our platform, they are informed buyer in the sense of they have informations about the property. They just need more clarity on the property you've posted. So now, moving on the futures of 99 Crib. First and foremost, we empower realtors and also the buyers in making, informed decision about the property. Now, as a realtor, we empower you with verified listing. So whatever listing, whatever information you're putting on our platform, we have our own way of verifying, as we call it, reviewing those information, especially the property informations. Then we verify it and then publish it on our platform. That is one, verified listings. And the second one is captivating property reels. Now, as a as a real estate agent or as a realtor, you must know that at this in this era that we are, buyers or users tend to engage more to videos, things they can easily see and relate with. So we have that property reels feature for you to for you as an agent to be able to captivate their heart and also show them the key features of the property you are listing on the platform. So with the short, engaging, captivating property reels, you can easily capture the buyer's attention and also provide, some detailed information about the property. And this helps you even, to sell better or, faster. So that is the second, property reels. And then the third one is the virtual tour. And now a virtual tour, as I explained before, is a 3D walkthrough experience that allows you to showcase your property to buyers. Now, not just the buyers in Nigeria, you can also showcase it to buyers in diaspora with the help of this virtual tour too. It's just as if you are walking in the property. I would really love to showcase this a virtual tour to you. I think at the end of the call, we are going to have a showcase of the virtual tour and we are going to
Mhm.
experience it together. So virtual
Okay.
tour allows the buyer or the investor, experience how the property really looks like, without being there. So it's like a virtual inspection, as we call it. So that is three.
Mm.
And then the fourth one is, you know, the platform allows you to easily connect with um it allows buyers to easily connect with you, ask you questions about the property, and also to negotiate. Yeah, we know Nigerians will like to price things down and always find the best price at everything we deal with. So the platform allows you to negotiate. It allows the buyer to negotiate with you on the property and also to ask various questions they might have in mind. Questions that some of the information you put on the list and might not have covered. So the platform allows buyers to ask you those questions. And another thing is, if the property isn't what the buyer is looking for, you can actually You can even recommend another property for the buyer. You know, let's say you have a list of maybe 20 or 30 properties, and then the buyer asks you about a specific property, and you say, oh, this property is this, blah blah blah, and the agent say, okay, I don't think I have this budget for this. You can recommend another property to the buyer. Say, okay, why not check this? Why not check that? Since this is, aligning with your interest, why not check this? Why not check that? You can recommend another property to the chat. So that's the fourth. And also, our platform allows the buyer to easily schedule a physical visit. It allows them to schedule a physical visit. Now, this helps you as a realtor to manage your time and also
Mm.
manage, various inspections you might have. So, when the buyer schedule a physical visit with you, you get a notification as a realtor that so person is looking to inspect this property at a set date at a set time. You get the information about the property, you get the information about the person, and you get the information about the date and the time, the day and the time. So now your own task as the realtor is to approve or disapprove that invitation. If you'll be available for that set that day and time, you can approve it. If not, you can, you know, easily request or ask the buyer to reschedule based on your own time frame. So our platform allows that. So and then once they schedule a physical visit with you, our platform also send you a notification just to keep both of you in check when you need to meet and inspect the property and talk about other things. So these are some of the ways we are looking to empower realtors on our platform. And of course, there are also some additional features like you can boost your property, get your property on the top of our chart, you know, also allow your property to be visible everywhere. Okay. Now, this is a
Mm.
centralized platform. What we have built is a centralized platform for real estate transaction where you can easily manage your workflow, your process, and you can even use it to close more deals as a realtor. Now, those are the brief summary of 99 Crib. And aside from the platform, we also offer the virtual tour service. Now, I'd like to showcase this virtual tour with you so that you can also get to see the features it offers you or empower you as a realtor. Because this virtual tour not just, allow you to just, put a thing there, it also, give you the cutting edge amongst your competitor because most of them don't even have this basic information about virtual tour. But if you use virtual tour for your listings, people in diaspora or people who just need information about the property can easily navigate through and get those information. And this, I must say, it helps you with the stress of multiple visits, multiple. It also saves you energy as a realtor or as a buyer. Saves energy of visiting the property many times and say, oh, I forgot this about, oh, can I still come and check it out again? No. With the help of that virtual tour, it captures everything. It captures everything about the property. Nothing is hidden for you. So no guesswork, no stress, just you make the smart decision. So that is that about 99 crypt features and the virtual tour itself. So now we'll be taking questions. I think I have some questions. Um, we have some questions that our
Mm.
audience want us to answer. I'll start, presenting those questions to you.
Okay,
Now,
so if you have any questions for either of us, you can drop them in the comments.
you can
But
drop them in the comments.
we'll be taking the questions after I finish with the aspect of the tech tools that I wanted to share. So while
Okay.
I'm doing this section, you can drop the questions you have in the comment section. It will also help to know when you're dropping the question, this is my name, this is where I'm from, this is the kind of agency I run, so that we know how to address any questions you have. Maybe there's something you're struggling with your business currently, and you want clear-cut answers to them. You can drop them in the comments while I run through these tech tools that you can use. And one thing I like that Mr. Ramon said is that this 99 crib gives you a cutting edge. And just generally using tech platforms and solutions for your marketing and sales, they give you a cutting edge because a lot of the marketing space for real estate particularly is very, how do I put it now? Very, it's not advancing with the pace of technology because people rely a lot, like I said, on their local network. So most agents are relaxed because, well, I will just talk to my friend, my family, and all those people that have properties around me. And that would be how I bring listing into my company or my employer's business. But you incorporating technology gives you access to even more market um, market size than someone who is not using these tools, right? So first of all, using platforms like 99 Crib and other listing sites to spread your visibility is one very key thing you should take away from this event today, is that using multiple platforms, multiple listing sites can grow your visibility. I remember when I just started as a real estate agent, one of the platforms then that was quite popular was Naira Land in Nigeria. And I listed one of my services there. Even when I had closed down my business and moved to South Africa, I still had people trying to call me, trying to reach me for that service. So there are platforms, those platforms give you easy visibility more than if you start building your own Facebook page yourself, because they are already established to attract visitors. There are platforms like that are already established to attract visitors, and you need to take advantage of them. Another one I'll talk about is having a Google site or a Google page that pins the location of your office or your business, because a lot of um, buyers and searchers today, one of the first places they go is a Google search when they are looking for things. They go to a Google search, and Google prioritizes things like your Google pages to show them the closest result to whatever they are searching for. So if someone says, I'm looking for um, estate agencies in Surulere, Google is first of all going to look for all the Google pages that are located in Surulere and feed that to the customer. So that is one very key thing that everyone here today should figure out how to do. If you need extra help with that, we can talk about that outside of this event. But that's something that you need to do for your business, right? Now, that's one example of a tech tool. One of the other tools you can use for your marketing to maybe design flyers, do your posts. A lot of people don't have the technical skills to design flyers, design marketing materials, posts, and all those kind of things. But there's a tool called Canva. It's called Canva. At the end of this session, I'm going to share this resource with everyone that attended today. If you would, Mr. Ramon is going to share a group where you can join, and then we'll share the material there. So you can also go back and review some of these tools and see how you can use them for yourself. So Canva helps you with all kinds of designs for videos, flyers, some of the things you will need to post on a listing site. Um, you create them using Canva, right? Because the more you can make your listing look appealing to people from the first time they see it, the better your chances of selling that property or renting it out. Another tech tool you can easily use for your videos, video editing, is CapCut or InShot. These tools are free, at least for the most part, to do some basic video editing, do some short things that short reels that you can share on the 99 Crib platform or on your Instagram or on your Facebook reel. You need to use tools that are easy. With a little bit of effort, you can learn how to use these tools on your own. But if you need help also, you can reach out, you can look at a process to do that with you. There's also tools like Meta ads. That's Facebook advertisement. It used to be called Facebook adverts, but now it's a Meta ads, where you do your adverts for both Facebook and IG. It's important to set up your brand on these platforms and start to run ads on them. A lot of people give up on ads because they don't understand that ads need time to learn your audience, to learn your location, and to attract the right kind of people to your business. There was a client of mine who was a fashion designer in Lagos a few years back. When I started working with this person, I didn't know half of what I know now about advertisement. And we ran an advert that was targeted at getting Facebook Messenger messages from potential customers. Later, a few years after that, the person came back to me and told me how that was a very huge opportunity for them, because some of the customers they are now doing bigger projects with today were some of the customers that came through that advertisement. So it's a long-term game to put you in front of the right set of people. Some of the other tools that you need to also understand a little bit of is tools like your Google Form. I know most of us use WhatsApp, Business, Telegram, all of those ones so you already are probably familiar with those ones. But tools that help you capture customer information like Google Forms, you need to have those set up as well, or capture pages, pages where people can go and get something from you so that you can reach out to them. So you need to give people like some kind of incentive for giving you their information, like like their emails, their WhatsApp number. You can give them something like a guide to Lagos, a guide to Surulere property, and that, or a guide to properties in Pretoria. That gives them something that will say, I want this person to contact me in future, right? And then finally, we will just go through um, some tools, other tools like Google Sites that you can use. You can use your auto replies in WhatsApp Business to keep customers immediately engaged. So if a customer reaches out to you, they want to feel like there's somebody on the other end of the line. And sometimes you are not available because you are on the road, you are working on a site and things like that. So you want to set up your auto replies on WhatsApp Business. You want to also have your WhatsApp Business link. There's a way you can create a link to your WhatsApp Business so that anytime someone clicks that link, they immediately send a message to you to find out about properties. And that's something you should also add to any place where you are listing your properties so that people can directly message you also. But like 99 Crib has shared, these features also on the 99 Crib site. It brings all of these things I'm sharing with you together. So you can do it all in one place. For things like sharing newsletters with your customers to keep them informed about new listings, you can use tools like MailerLite, MailChimp, Brevo. There are free plans that you can use for less than 1,000 customers for some of these platforms. So you need to keep people engaged through their emails, especially the kind of buyers that are um, enlightened enough to make informed buying decisions. They need to know that you are the kind of agency that keeps them in mind, right? And then you need customer relationship management. Like 99 Crib has shared, and Mr. Rahmon shared, there are simple processes on the platform that allows you to maintain relationship with the customers. But you yourself can also build simple systems for yourself, like having a spreadsheet of your customer information, where they are, the kind of property they ask for, and things like that. It will help you that when they reach out to you, you know who you are talking to, why you are talking to them, you can remember previous conversations with them, and that makes them feel like you actually understand them. So that is where I'm going to stop now, and then we can deal with the questions. So we can do the questions like this thing says our call is going to end in 10 minutes. I don't know why we have a limit. Normally Google Meet doesn't have a limit.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan. I think we have a small issue with Google Meet. I think we have to move to another session, like move to a new link so we can continue the conversation there. So,
Okay.
sorry this is happening, but we just have to do this now.
Okay,
So
so
we
please
can,
could you
we can,
put the link in the
yeah,
comments so
I'll just
that
paste the link on the chat so we can all join this link and continue the conversation there. Please join us on this link.
okay, thank you. I'm going to switch now. Please join
Yeah.
us on the link again, everyone. Okay, we're still waiting to be let in, Mr. Rahman.
Okay, okay. You'll be in shortly.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, for those still in the previous session, please check the chats for the link to the new meeting. For those still in the previous session, please check the chats. I can see there are still 4 people in the previous session. Please check the chats for the new session. Please check the chats for the new session. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. And then we can start the questions. Of real estate agents that I think it's a mistake that a lot of real estate agents and property agents make is that a lot of times people assume that by targeting everybody that you will make more money or attract more customers. But that is what everybody else is doing. That's what every other real estate agent is also doing. They are doing um, rentals, they are doing short lets, they are doing sales, they are all over Pretoria, all over Johannesburg, all over Lagos. One thing I like though about one of the things I've noted a lot in South Africa is that real estate agents here tend to specialize, and it allows them to cut down the noise and to reduce misinformation or to increase the way customers can trust them. So as an agent, you need to you know, dig deep and say what part of the problems in the real estate market do I want to address? Do I want to address the rental market or the buyer market? Do I want to address the buyer market in this locality that I'm living in, or in another locality nearby, or a locality that I am very conversant with, that if I am woken up to ask with questions about that environment, I can give enough information, not just being an agent all over the place, such that when customers reach out to you, you don't have the expert information about that local market. That already can break your credibility. So, one of the things and the most important thing that I will share with you is to really niche down and focus on certain market spaces. Either you are in the sales or in the rental market, or you are in a certain locality and you are an expert in that area. That's one way to increase the trust. Then you also need to start by sharing your progress, things that you are achieving as a business person. A lot of us like to keep quiet about our successes. And I'm not saying now that you should share every new thing you get in your house. I'm talking about like the milestones that your business is achieving. Oh, you closed the deal today. You need to show customers, future customers, that you are actually closing deals and there is that expertise. People are trusting you, right? Another thing you can start doing is to educate people about the local market that you are an expert in. Show that you know the market. Like it should be something that if someone lands on your page, they should be able to find every information they need about the market you have, you know, specialized in. So I hope that answers the question.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan. And I also like to add that in this real estate market, you must first build trust with your buyers. So you must build trust. You must have the um, you must have the plan of helping them, because this is how you build trust with them, when you
Mm,
help them, understand them, listen to them. And this also allows you to narrow down, the kind of options you give to them. Say, if they are looking for properties in Surulere, you ask them, oh, what's the kind of property you're looking for? How many bedroom? This. What are you looking to, what kind of experience are you looking to get in that property? What is your family size? So these are various questions you can use to, narrow down their search, or what they are looking for in particular. So thank you very much for that. And I'll just move to the second question, which says, um, what strategy can I use to attract serious home buyers and investors? What strategy can I use to attract serious buyers and investors?
okay, so I remember at the beginning of this session, I mentioned that LinkedIn is a very good place for finding investors and buyers. But one of the things that you also need to be able to do is some basic um, investment calculations to show people that if you invest this amount of money in this market, this is how much you are going to get maybe in the next 10 years, 20 years. You should be able to show return on investment to customers. And that's something that a lot of diaspora buyers look out for is where can I even get any kind of information? If I take this, my savings, my life savings, my retirement plan, if I take it back home and say I want to invest in this kind of property, what are my chances of making this money back? Or what are my chances of having my property run properly in this market? Right. Another thing you can do is to have private webinars and WhatsApp groups where you share like verified deals. So just as we're on this platform and you can network with anyone here, like I said, we should have a group later where you can join and get more information. But also, you also can create such groups where you share verified deals, verified properties, verified investment opportunities. That is something that you can do on a regular basis to drive the interest and the engagement of some of the people that reach out to you for information, right? And you need to in your communication all over the platforms you use, you highlight things like the rental income, the things happening in the market. Is the market growing? What are the ways you protect your customers from fraud? Do you do the C of O for them? Do you do their due diligence, checking the owner of the property, showing them that this listing is verified? All of those things you need to show some clarity, some evidence to the customer that this is a property that has the kind of potential you are looking for and that you are protected in this transaction. Because one thing that we most often forget is that the agent is a third party safety check for both buyers and sellers. A lot of both the buyer and the seller are relying on the property agent for protection in a sense. They want to be sure that they are not wasting their money or that they are not being cheated in the transaction. So showing that you are able to protect your customers in the kind of things you share, the kind of information you share is a very good advantage, right? I think that's all on that question. Okay, I think we lost the host in the meeting. So I'm going to just quickly, think maybe his network must have. So I have one of the final questions which was sent in, which is how do I assess affordable marketing tools and digital exposure? Like I shared earlier, there are so many of these tools that you can combine together. Some of those tools like Canva, Google Pages, WhatsApp Business, you need to find your own structure for how you design your work around those platforms and use them to stay consistent online and gain customer trust. So I hope that this session has been helpful for everyone that joined. One thing I would want you to take home from here also is that we don't need big money to win in real estate. We need really bold marketing, empathy for the customers to understand what they are going through, and smart systems. So you need to start where you are, use what you have, and build trust every day. So that's where I'm going to stop on the third question, which is on affordable marketing tools and digital exposure. So thank you, everyone. Then maybe we can do the showcase by Mr. Rahmon for the 99 Crib platform. Mr. Rahmon, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think now I'll just, present the virtual tour to us so we can see it and know how it works. So just give me a few seconds to load up my screen with you and share with you. Mm. I think we also have one more question. Should we address that?
Sure, we can do that.
Um, so Mr. Joshua asked, how do I access affordable marketing tools and digital exposure to promote listings beyond word of mouth? How do I
Oh,
access affordable marketing tools and digital
okay. So
exposure?
I addressed that. I addressed that while you went off. So I addressed that while you went off because I noticed that you dropped off the call. So I answered that question. I saw it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So I already addressed that question.
Oh, okay, okay, great.
All right.
So I'll just share my screen now so we can see how the virtual tour works. Sorry, it's still loading. So I'll be sharing my screen with you guys now. And so this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see it now.
Okay.
It's a bit
So
blurry.
this is I think it's the internet. I think it's the
Oh,
internet. Can
okay.
you see it now? Is it clear now?
It's a bit clear, but go on. I don't know whether it's only my end or if others are seeing it,
Okay.
but it's
So
pausing.
this is but you can see it, sir.
I can see it, but it's not like there's no motion. It's
Please
just
let me
paused
know
on
if
its.
you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Yeah. I've not started moving it yet. So I want to confirm if you're seeing my screen first. So this is a five-bedroom duplex in Ikota GRA, Lekki. So let me just show you the property information. So this is a five-bedroom, ultra smart, fully detached duplex with a BQ and a swimming pool. So here are the features: Governor's Crescent, building approval, smart, fully automated control system, fully fitted, blah, blah, blah. Then we have the map to the location here. So what else? with this, that is just the information about the property. So you can see as I move 4 units in it. So this is the environment and see the way I'm moving it. Environment of the building. So let's just move inside and see what we have in the property. I think the internet is pretty slow. So okay, let's just move inside and see what we have. And see, I can showcase a 360 view of the property. Now this is the entrance, and this is also a smart door here. So let's move it. This is the entrance of the Let's still move in to see what we have there. I think it's taking time because of my internet. My internet is very poor here. So this is the living room, and with this you can capture every information about the property. Every information
Mr.
about the
Rahman,
property.
can you maybe pause the tour so that your internet is not overloaded? Then you can just, I think we've all seen it now because we are not hearing you also as you are trying to talk. So I'll say maybe pause the tour so that you can now, I think everyone should have seen so far how the tour looks like. Then we can talk about it and move forward. Or else we'll not hear you and we'll still not be able to see the tour properly.
Okay, we're in the kitchen. This is the upper part we have in the kitchen. So one of the see the clear detail of the property, clips. But with this, you can like in you can measure the length. There's a few heights. That's starting from here. It's not showing here. Sorry, can you come again, sir? Network. Hello, are you there with me? Hello.
I'm here. I don't know whether you're hearing me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. My network is just disgracing me
Yeah,
today.
yeah. So I was saying that can you maybe pause the virtual tour so that
Okay.
you can now talk to us that we've seen the virtual tour, but if you keep going with the virtual tour, we'll not hear you and we'll also not see the tour properly.
Okay. Okay, so let me just give you the features of the virtual tour and why it is um, important you key into this technology. So now, virtual tour, what it does is that it gives you the clear view of the property without being there. So as you can see the way I'm moving it is just like a walkthrough experience for the home buyers or investors who are looking to purchase property here in Nigeria, but they have the challenge of coming down to Nigeria and inspecting the property multiple times before they can key into the deal. And if I might say, luxury properties like this that cost um, above 100 millions thereabout are mostly acquired by investors. Yes, they are mostly acquired by investors. And these kind of investors are people who value their time and have maybe a short time of you know visiting properties or taking too much of their time on things like this. So they want a clear, straightforward conversation. And if you are providing them a property like this, you should also have a virtual tour when during their own free time or during their own you know 3 days, they can explore the property, check if it aligns with what they want, and then it also helps them to proceed further in dealing with in acquiring the property. So I'll now talk about the features of this virtual tour so that when you are presenting it to your real to your investor or your buyer, they also know how to use it. Now, one of the key features about this virtual tour is that first, it allows you to navigate through the property at your own convenient time, and then second, it also allows you to get a full gist about the property in terms of measure the height, see some key information about the property. Now you can highlight some key features about this property and target them or just pin the information there. Say you have a piano in the property, you can you know put the information about the piano. Say, oh, this piano was developed in so it was built in so country. This is the latest piano. This is the model, blah blah blah. You can have that information tagged with this virtual tour. And then another key thing is you can measure, you can see the coordinate of this property. Be it where is this property facing? Is it north? Is it east? Is it west? Is it you know? And another thing is you can pin this property, this virtual tour to Google Maps so the buyer or the investor know exactly where this property is. And another key thing is that you can even present this virtual tour to your um, investor or buyer, because the way we are presenting it here is pretty challenging because this is not the right way of presenting virtual tour. Now, the right way of presenting it is this virtual tour has its own presentation mode where when we create a virtual tour experience for the property for you, we provide you a link, a live 3D call link. Now that link you can easily share it with all the people you want to present the property to. So it's just the same way we are on this Google call. You present that link to them, they join you on that link, and then you present the virtual tour to them. So with the help of that 3D live call, it's going to be more interactive and easy, flexible for you to present. unlike the way we are presenting it here, you can see it's a little bit slow and slaggy at some point. It's because Google Meet is not built for presenting virtual tour, but we can just still see how it feels and how it looks in real time. So I think there are still some other cool features about it, but you can find all those information on our website 99crypt.com. Just log in there, click on the virtual tour page, and you can read through. And also you can see our portfolio to check list of virtual tours that we've created in the past. These are virtual tours that you can easily navigate through and see how they really looks like, and how they can also help you as an as a realtor to you know to sell more, and to also build trust with your buyers. So that is that about the virtual tour. And for this meeting, we are willing to you know give away a free virtual tour service to anyone who is interested in this service. We are willing to give you a free virtual tour service. If you have any property, we can come shoot a virtual tour for you, so that you see how it feels, and you also know how you can start using this technology and start staying ahead of the competitors. So thank you very much. I think, what else do we have on our table? So are there still questions about the virtual tour, questions about 99 crib as we have presented, or question about real estate itself? So I think we can still answer some questions before we call it a day. So if you have questions, you can just put it on the chat, so that we quickly run through them before this meeting ends. So are there any questions? Any questions for us?
I mean, if there are no questions, I think we can call it a day and, you know, reconvene another time. But to be nice to still do this again with more, um, you know, resources at our disposal, so that we can, you know, get even more information to share with our community.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan. So now we are going to be sharing a WhatsApp group where we can stay connected, and also send resources about real estate, about 99 crib, and about this virtual tour we've just presented. Of course, there are a lot of you know good thing about this virtual tour, and I know that if you key into it, you are going to be at the top of your field. So now I'm going to share a WhatsApp link, a group where we can all join and network together, and also talk about a lot of things, and also empower ourselves. So I'll send the link now on the chat. Sorry, just a few minutes.